Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Hopefully everyone can hear us. If not, speak now or forever hold your peace.
And then we got some explaining to do after we make sure the audio is working. Well, they could definitely hear the game. I can tell you that much. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
it works. All right, welcome everybody to Drak Let's Play Live. But Drak, where did you guys go? I thought you were going to play Link's Awakening. Okay, so, and also we were a little radio silent on the matter, so first of all, I apologize for that. What basically happened, to those who are asking, is simple. We'd had a really rough day on Saturday. Andrea at work, and me, like, the kids just decided that day we're gonna freak the heck out about everything. And so Andrea gets home, and I'm just like, we need to go to bed. So at that point, we just kind of decided, let's all go to bed early. We'll put the kids to bed. We'll go to bed ourselves. And then we'll try and do this again on Wednesday instead of Tuesday, because work schedule. And I completely forgot. I didn't realize until Sunday morning that I had forgotten to put out a tweet saying we weren't streaming.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, and every time I've tried to sit down and stream, I've had a crisis to deal with this week. And so at that point, I'm sorry. We'll make sure we're better on that. I promise. Oh, hold on. Is audio? Okay, audio's good. Yeah. For a second there, I thought it said audio's gone. I'm like, no!
It's sphincter time.
Yes, it's in fact sphincter time. So yeah, that's the deal. We are streaming tonight. We're gonna do some Dark Souls, and then on Saturday, just for those who are asking, we are going to be doing Link's Awakening first, and we're gonna do another doubleheader because I want to try out Contra Rogue Core. Especially considering that all of the major gaming websites have all given it basically a ginormous poop in their mouth, all right? Like, they've just crapped on it all over the place. And so usually when that kind of happens, I tend to disagree. So here we go. Without further ado, let's get into this, guys. It's been a long time. I don't know why a guy is here in his man thong, but he is.
He just wanted to show off.
Don't look at him, Andrea. It's not worth it. And this guy's covered in lots of moss. Lots and lots of moss.
Apparently, yeah.
Apparently so. So tonight, last time we took on Seath the Scaleless. We took on Gravelord Nito. It took us a while to get to them, but we did it. And there's technically only one boss left in Dark Souls. And that is Gwyn. Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. But technically, since we are playing the remastered version, we also get access to all the DLC of Dark Souls, which is one big pack, and there are roughly 4 bosses in that. So we're going to go ahead and try and take them down, and we are going to make our way to the DLC. But, unfortunately, I'm going to warn Andrea in advance, it's a bit of a journey to even get to where the DLC is.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to have to do a few things, but it's not going to be that bad, since we have warping and all that fun stuff. But that all being said, we hope you guys all had an awesome week. I feel really bad, especially since quite a few people now come to the streams. So I'm sorry if you came on Saturday and were like, oh man, Drak's not here. It's because Drak was sleeping.
Drak just had a really bad day that day.
Oh,
Okay.
and you did too. Like, you had kind of a rough work day.
Oh, it was just tired.
Ah, crap, that thing had moss. And my issue was, like, the kids just ran me ragged. That was, like, one of those days where both of them decided to be a frickin' drama queen, and everything was wrong, especially with each other. Like, this was the day that if one kid was doing something, then the other kid wanted to do it too.
And
if
our
you,
oldest wasn't probably feeling good that day, right?
I think that in retrospect, since she did get sick on Monday, that might have been what happened.
Maybe.
She was just very cranky, and everything that my youngest wanted to do, she wanted to take away from her. So, yeah, we just all went to bed. That's basically
we
what
all
happened.
just pretty much crashed.
And what's funny is like a few people reached out that are regular watchers. Is like, are you guys okay? Like, you guys didn't show up. Are you guys okay? Like, no, we're fine. I'll explain when we get back.
Yeah. But luckily, I got this weekend off, so we won't worry about Saturday, being some...
We're looking forward to Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
We got Link's Awakening, and Andrea's not really looking forward to this, but I am looking forward to trying out Contra Rogue Core. It was one of those few things that caught my eye at E3 this year. So, I'm excited for that, but I know Andrea's not. It's okay.
I don't remember much of it, so...
Well, you've never played Contra. That's the thing. You like, your older brother may have played it, but I doubt it, since Contra was Nintendo only until the Genesis. So he probably played a different version. So my guess is like you've never played Contra.
Probably not.
But I have, and I'm happy to see a new Contra game, since we're talking about evil dictator Konami. So. Hi.
It's like, hello, buddy.
How on earth? Okay, there we go. I was like, why on earth are you doing that little damage? Okay, come on. Jeez. No!
Oh.
Damn it. And I didn't save at the bonfire, so... Damn it. Okay, well, we've had our first reckless death.
Ding!
Don't envy you having 2 kids. 1 kid is enough for me. Bet your kids sync up to cause havoc. Not really. They're in that phase where my oldest is jealous of the youngest. And so at that point, like, they occasionally have fun together. It does happen.
There are occasions where they'll entertain each other
But most of the time, my oldest is trying to keep the youngest away because, she likes to... She apparently looks at the youngest as like the homewrecker. I had a good gig until you came along, kind of deal, and doesn't let her forget it. So...
But that's just how siblings are, really,
Yeah, it's the basic sibling rivalry. But they haven't, like, teamed up to do anything to us.
No. They're still too young for that.
No, yeah, they're a little young. Once we get them a little older, yeah, they'll probably do that. Or they'll probably be sweet little girls, and they'll be the ones that, like, make us breakfast in bed, even though it's probably not a breakfast we want to eat. We made you breakfast in bed!
It's
Candy!
It's ice cream!
It's ice cream with eggs in it!
It's Princess Toast!
Oh, yeah, like that commercial for Princess Toast, where the piece of toast is just layered with frosting on it.
Can you imagine? That'd make you sick after, I'm sure.
Yeah, so, and I think even Shiro agrees. Yes. They probably will band together at some point, but it's not this time. The youngest is very interested in what her older sister does. But
So I think she pushes her luck and gets our oldest irritated.
And the oldest's usual reaction to this is to kick her away. I'm not saying like she full on roundhouses her, but she like takes her foot and tries to
Shove her
back.
It's like, get out of my personal space.
Well, and what's made it worse too is that the youngest is now starting to shove back.
Oh no.
So like, because my youngest Melody was having a really bad day today, and this was like one of those few times where my oldest Aria was kind of interested in her and wanted to play, and instead Melody just kind of looked at her and went, yeah, and pushed her away, which then made Aria cry.
Aww.
Like, what did I do wrong? Apparently everything. I'm sorry. It's just one of those things. You know, kids will be kids. But thankfully, they're both in bed now.
Or at least, hopefully.
Yes. Imminent beating to a pulp. I strangely agree with that. Oh, hi. I see you. BAM! Smack the head off!
Were there any interesting breakfasts, like, foods that you enjoyed eating when you were a kid?
Not really. Like, I was a cereal kid. I didn't really like a lot of breakfast foods until probably teenage years. Like, I wasn't really one to try out eggs or, sauce. Like, pancakes were a rarity in my house. And I didn't even see, like, my first thing of, like, French toast or waffles until we went to, like, Denny's. Most of the time, my breakfast at my house was, I don't even know what it's called, but it was, you know, we'd make a turkey or something like that, and then we'd take the turkey remains, cook up some turkey gravy, and put that over toast.
I think I know what you're talking about, but...
Yeah, and that was, like, a big thing in my household. Like, that everybody loved to see when that happened. But, like, typical eggs and bacon and stuff like that, that never happened. So, I mean, now I love breakfast food, but, I mean, it's a guilty pleasure of ours that we have to go to IHOP at least, like, once a month.
Yeah, once in a while, if
you're
lucky.
I'm not denying. Okay, come on.
I mean, if it wasn't, like, for cereal, I would think the only thing I ever loved to enjoy eating when I was younger was, like, butter and sugars bread.
Butter and sugar on bread.
Yep.
Actually, that was another thing that we would do occasionally, but this was like it was a rarity.
It was either that or
Well, so one of the other things that my mom would make us was cinnamon toast. So, like, toast with butter on it, and then you put cinnamon on it.
That too, yes.
Yeah. So, like, we do that, but most of the time I was eating cereal.
Yeah.
Because that was just easy, and my mom needed to get me out to school, so that's just kind of how things went. All right, I'm hoping that I'm going the right way, but I might not. I don't know.
Still find that helmet very interesting.
Yes, I like it. It's weird. It's weird, and there we go, it works. The one I kind of wish that we'd gotten, and it's just because I found out about it later, is the boss pinwheel. Actually was supposed to drop a head item for us, and he didn't.
Oh.
But it's like this weird fatherly mask. Like an old Greek theater mask. And I kind of wanted to wear that around. They're like, hello, I'm from Greece. Hello, I am Zeus. Now come and worship me. Yes. Is this where we need to be? This might be where we need to be, but we just need to get into it from a different angle. Basically, yes, that's where we need to be. So you see that big old Hydra?
Oh, yeah.
Guess what we have to take on to get access to the DLC area?
The Hydra?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes, you have to take on that Hydra. But we have to go in from a specific side. Because basically the cave that actually has the portal leading to the DLC content is behind that Hydra. What the heck is that?
It looks like Toothless.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, but it's a rat.
It looks like the weird Cheshire Cat thing we had we talked to before Sif.
True. At first, from a distance, it looked like if it was toothless. From
Oh, wonderful! And there are mushroom things behind them.
Oh, no.
Oh, wonderful!
Like we need to take on 2 of them at the same time.
Apparently we do. The game decided we had to. Okay, well now we're taking care of 1.
Oof. Please no more spawn.
Gee, I wonder if you're like a piggy, and I can stab you in the butthole. Oh, jeez, not another one!
Ah!
Okay, maybe it's not this way.
Maybe they'll back away.
Yeah, they'll back away. Alright. You know what? I don't think this is the right way.
How do you know? I wouldn't know. Oh, there's a ladder.
There is a ladder, but there's like a big old waterfall. We need to actually find a place that will get us down to its level. It might be up there, but I don't know where. Let's go back the way we came. And oh, apparently I missed a moss clump. So hopefully that answers your question. So do I have a favorite? Well, now I do. Like, I like a lot of the traditional stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That and the other thing that would happen is we go visit my relatives in Idaho, and you get like, oh, I think it's called biscuits and gravy. You get that.
Yeah.
Because people love that. Like, my mom's side of the family was farmers, so at that point, like, that's what they loved, and... Why? What is your favorite breakfast food?
Well, that... Oh, now?
Or then?
Well, I told you it was either the cinnamon toast or...
Oh, I thought you were just saying, like, that's what you'd usually get.
Well, that's what I usually ate when I was younger. If it was not cereal.
Yeah, that's the thing, is, like, we grew up in the 80s, so, like, everybody wanted to eat sugar-coated cereal and everything that was bad for us. Oh, Eastern... Oh, I like that set. That looks pretty cool, actually. See, that's the beach we need to come in on.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm trying to figure out, like, how on earth we get there.
Just jump and...
Oh, that'll do wonders.
Is this a sneaking mission?
No.
No.
Oh, is this a... No, we are not Snake.
Am's not good at stealth missions, apparently.
No. And strangely enough, that's been a recommendation for the live streams, is to play Metal Gear. Like, no. First of all, people would get mad at the 20-minute cutscenes. And... Because, like, at that point, I'd really want to make the joke of the popcorn bowl controller. Because that's basically what you're doing.
No, we'll just be excited when The Last of Us 2 comes. Oh.
Gazebo!
I like
Welcome back. I like biscuits and gravy. The country biscuit breakfast at Bob Evans was delicious. Okay. I was never a biscuits and gravy kind of, but I'm not a gravy guy. I really am not. I especially after watching my family eat the turkey and gravy on toast, like, and every time I've tried gravy, it never works out. But what actually I was kind of tempted to try out, but Andrea kind of put the kibosh on, was when the Lay's contest did a biscuits and gravy flavor. I'm like, you know, if Andrea eats this and likes it, then maybe I'll try it, kind of thing. But you were against it.
Me?
Yeah, like I was bringing it up to you, and you're like, I don't really like it.
I never said I never said that.
Oh, you say that now.
I would be brave enough to try more than you would probably.
Well, nowadays probably not. Like you'd try more, yes, but I'm a lot better these days. Okay. Hi, Kermit.
Hi, Kermit the Frog.
By the way, I was completely right on their name when I looked it up in the Dark Souls bestiary. Frog Rays. That's what they're called. I didn't even plan that. I just found out it was Frog Rays.
Frog Rays.
Yep. Because why the heck not? Okay, I think I'll have to mess with this a little bit. But first things first.
Haven't we come across this tree before?
We've been here.
We've been running around in circles.
I just got slapped in the face by a tongue.
Corned beef hash is pretty good.
I've heard about that. See, again, in my house, it was nothing but, I think it was like cream toast is what they called it. Oh, cream of turkey toast. That's what they called it.
Cream of turkey.
Yes, because they also use the cream of turkey Campbell's stuff in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the thing, and that was when we had big breakfasts, and I was usually the one opting to just eat cereal.
Well, it's either that or maybe even egg in the frames were good too.
What?
Egg in a frame is what we called it. I don't know if there's other names for it. Just
I've never heard of it.
Well, it depends on how you prepare it, but mostly it's just basically you take a you cook it's like a fried egg on a piece of toast.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
But my grandma used to take a piece out of the center and let it cook that way.
Oh, so she'd take the yolk out.
No. She would take the piece of bread.
Uh-huh.
But make a cut, take out the center, like a circle of the center out of the bread, and put it like in the pan, and then or it sits on over the egg. So,
Okay.
So that's
jeez.
So that's why they call it egg in a frame, because the bread is supposed to represent the frame with the egg in the center.
Okay.
Like the yolk is poking out of the center of the piece of toast or bread or whatever.
Okay. Oh, and actually, I did lie. I've tried steak and eggs once.
Steak and eggs is good.
Like, because when we were living in Idaho, there was like this transition point where we had to live with my aunt, in her house in Preston, and her husband was a dairy farmer at the time, and so like he wanted those big burly breakfasts because he had to get up at like 4 a.m. So we had steak. So like since they would slaughter their own cows, and there would be like this once a year thing where we'd get sent like 60% of a cow that they had to slaughter, and so we'd have beef that entire year.
Jeez, that would be hard to just imagine you slaughter a cow.
Well, he was a farmer, so the cow had outlived its usefulness, and so.
Oh yeah.
That seems mean, but that's a dairy farmer's way of life.
Well, true, but it would be so hard.
Oh, jeez. Really? You had to munch on me?
Yes,
Okay,
he
fine.
loves you so much.
Jeez, man.
He wanted to give you kisses.
He did, apparently. So they would actually get like these big sirloin steaks, and I have had like steak and eggs, steak and scrambled eggs. I should probably point that out. This is the other thing that's going to give me a lot of flack. I am not really an egg man. I like scrambled eggs, and that's about it.
Now I'm talking about all this breakfast stuff. Now
I want to go to IHOP, right? Jeez, you did this, Andrea. You did this.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh. You're fired. How many people in the chat right now need to go to like your local Denny's and have pancakes or something?
Or your local IHOP.
If you have an IHOP in your area. I actually found out from a few friends outside of Utah. I was like, oh yeah, our state doesn't have IHOP. I'm like, what? You are visiting us from here on in. We are never coming to you.
IHOP is pretty much really good.
Rising Sun! That chat is making me want... Yeah, exactly. There you go. Well, actually, I don't think I've ever asked you this. What's your viewpoint on Denny's? Like, will you go to Denny's if you have no other choice?
If there were no IHOPs in my area, I guess I would have no choice, but...
Yeah.
Unless you're really good at making breakfasts. Yes, you want pancakes.
Yes, I want pancakes. Oh, there is a Waffle House here. That's a place that I've been told we need to try. is like if you like IHOP, apparently you will like Waffle House. And I've never been, because there is no Waffle House here. And the only time we've ever had access to a Waffle House was when we went to Atlanta for one of my friend's weddings.
That's true.
And I was like, wow, we should try Waffle House. And Andrew's like, nah. Even though we tried IHOP there.
French toast and...
Oh yeah, I'll agree with that. Rising Sun, have you seen Cabin Fever? Are you talking about the horror movie? I think there's a horror movie called Cabin Fever. My favorite song from Muppet Treasure Island is Cabin Fever. Waffle House is worse than Denny's. Don't go. Okay, all right. Let's see.
Well, that's good to know. Well,
I really wish I could mark these things myself, because I look at them and go, okay, that can't be it. No, that can't be it. No, that can't be it.
no, I haven't seen it. Why you asked?
Okay, so yeah, it is a horror movie. Okay, so Chamber of the Princess. Oh yeah, that's right. It goes to Gwendolyn, or not Gwendolyn. Guinevere.
Gwendolyn.
Gwyn is a weird dude. He named everybody after himself. Like, so he has a daughter named Guinevere, Gwyn, and then he has a son that he treated like a daughter called Gwendolyn. That's like the one boss you will not see in this playthrough, because apparently if you kill Gwendolyn, it creates a bunch of problems.
Because there's a scene
where a kid screams pancakes.
pancakes.
Oh my gosh. Is it like the Nintendo 64 rant?
Waffle House is a different type of place than
The other breakfast places. If I'm ever in a horror movie, I'd scream random breakfast foods. Well, I mean, the meaning of life is waffles.
I'm surprised
so.
your brother has not did the whole breakfast calling.
No, he goes for sweets when he insults us. My little brother likes to insult people by calling them food. It's like, you horrible cookie! I won't name him because then he'll get mad, and we'll have a whole other slew of problems because of that. But yes, he does technically get, when he gets mad at us, he's just like, you freaking cookie! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Let's see, Altar of the Great Lord, Depths, Undead Parish, Painted Wool of Ariamis, Tomb of the Giants, Duke Archives, Crystal Cave.
Cabin Fever has a funny scene where an actress just shows up and you are just like, what the F are you?
Are you doing in this movie? They currently go to first watch. They got healthy juices. Okay. That's the other one that my sister wants me to try is the smoothie place that's close to us. I can't remember what it's called.
Man, when's the last time I've ever been to a Jamba Juice?
Is that what the thing that's near us?
Huh?
Jamba Juice?
Well, we do have a
Okay.
Jamba Juice.
My sister's giving me crap. She's like, you need more smoothie than your life.
I miss having those once in a while. It's like, I used to get those all the time, you know, a Jamba Juice.
I think I'm getting peer pressure, everybody.
Jamba Juice.
Daughter of Chaos. I think this is going to take us to... Let's see. Your brother sounds like a good person. You should give him a pancake and tell him it's for me. Done! Done! Let's see. There's the first watch near me that I've heard is good. Okay. I don't know. I've been told like I need to start doing smoothies because I'm getting up there in years.
You need your fruit.
I need my vitamins and my minerals. Crap! What?
How would I know which one you're going to, Adam?
That's what I'm saying. I really want to be able to make these myself because I'd probably just start putting in that place with the thing. See, Undead Parish. Tomb of the Giants, I don't think is going to take us where we want to go. Duke's Archives, no. Catacombs, no. Chamber of the Princess, we know what that is. Sunlight Altar.
I enjoy trolling the brothers of my online friends more than I should.
It's okay. My little brother's worth trolling sometimes. I love my little brother, but sometimes he just walks into it.
After how many times he made you watch Good Burger.
Damn right. Damn right! Thanks, you brought back all those bad memories. I watched Good Burger once. I'm like, you know what? I'm glad I saw that. It's kind of fun. And then my little brother made me watch it 50 more times! Firelink Shrine, that's not it. And Orlando, Darkmoon Tomb, The Abyss, Daughter of Chaos, Altar of the Grave Lord, Depths.
How about I help you there by looking it up and see where we need to get to?
Maybe Altar of the Grave Lord? I don't know.
Where we had...
Oh, no, that'd take me to where Nito was. So we need to head to the... It's where that cave is that links up to New Londo. Okay, so this doesn't take me.
So where we...
Darkmoon 2. Let's just try this one. Andrea's brother is fun to troll too. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Do you want to make a confession here, Andrea?
Why?
Do you enjoy trolling your brother?
On occasions.
You heard it here first, everybody.
Or did you get to play the new WoW? Oh, did you get to new?
So I have played WoW since then. I have not done the new war campaign, but I have seen the cutscene Rising Sun. I'm curious, what did you think about it? Because I have thoughts. They're both good and bad. I'll just say that right here and
Where
now.
do you want me to look? Like where we're going?
Yeah,
Or how to get to where?
I'm trying to think of where it would be. Warp. Just check for like a warp point in New Londo. Yeah, I've seen the war campaign's end. I've seen the cutscene, the cinematic, because it got spoiled for me.
How do you spell Orlan?
What was that?
Or the new what?
Oh, New
Mm-hmm.
Londo. So
Okay.
Londo.
Okay.
And that is not Londo Mollari of the Centauri Republic.
No, I don't want to think of Lando Calrissian or anything like that.
See, and I was going for a more accurate one. I know of a sci-fi character actually named Londo. He's Londo Mollari. Played by Peter Jurassic.
Easy bonfire near New Londo's ruins?
Yes, so a warp point near New Londo ruins. Jeez, sometimes these warp points just aren't helpful. I like the story of the patch, though it did feel weird in a few ways. Yeah, that's kind of my problem, is that, especially since after I saw the cinematics, apparently there's talk that there's not going to be an 8.3. They're going to bounce right into the next expansion. If that's the case, then I'm more disappointed. But if we still get an 8.3, then I'm okay with it. Let's see. Fun troll for Alex. Make him watch the anime My Yoga. Tell him it's really good. Well, now I have to do this. Andrea, we need to convince him to watch My Yoga now. Actually, I actually do. I'm not trolling. No, I'm in the minority. Gasp!
Oh.
I have a feeling we're gonna get a get off my phone moment from Jiro pretty soon. Get off! Get off! Let's go to the Crystal Cave and see. It probably is gonna be where Seath is. This warping concept. Damn it! This is where Seath died! Seriously, guys. I like the idea of warping, but you guys effed it up. Okay, I know where the catacombs go. The Abyss, I know where that goes.
I can't find any information.
Depths? Maybe? So I think the Abyss is where we fought the Four Kings. Oh, the Depths. So this is in the sewers. I don't need to go down.
There's alligators.
There is, in fact, alligators in there.
I don't think anything official has been said about there not being.
Yeah, exactly. There's discussion, but I haven't seen anything from Ian saying there wasn't going to be an 8.3. So I guess I could see it how it might work, but it would be weird. It would absolutely be weird. I made a video about my yoga a couple of years ago about why I liked it. I think it was in my top 10 anime of that year or close to it. And then you irritated the internet from what Jiro's saying. That's all right. I actually did get a little bit of flack for some of my picks for top 12 characters of
Is this the one?
Anime.
So is this the Firekeeper's dead or something?
The Firelink Shrine is where the Firekeeper dies, yes.
Oh, okay. It keeps talking about that.
Okay. I love it. We've been sitting here shooting the crap. Or shooting the shit, and we haven't been doing anything. And how much time have we wasted?
Well, unless you can give me something else to search for to find.
Oh, hi, Framped.
Sorry, fool. You could not be the chosen one. Enough. I shall slumber until I am awakened again.
Oh, yeah. So, since I talked to this guy's brother, he apparently won't talk to me anymore. It's like, you can't talk to my brother! I'm done with you! Now, the place I get flack is when I post a negative review about a beloved show on Amino. I could see that. I haven't been on Amino, so I haven't done that, but, you know, that's usually what happens when I put up a review on YouTube. How can you like Sonic Forces? Well, I'm giving it credit. It did its job. And aptly enough, one of the people I got crap for was Alex. How can you like Sonic Forces? Because I did. I also like Sonic Mania. Does that make me a horrible person that I like both of them?
I'm glad I have never got on Amino.
Is it bad, Jiro? I've been recommended to go to Amino for gaming stuff and all that, but thankfully, like, BB was thinking of me, and she recommended me to do content for Amino, but I couldn't do it just because of the time requirement. Are you saying I made a good decision, Jiro? Okay.
So what is Amino? Is it just
Amino's like a phone app. I don't even think it's like you could check it on social, like on a PC web browser. I think it's primarily through the phone, and it's basically you can go and check out specific groups within Amino. So like you can do stuff for anime on Amino and just be in a community that talks just, for example, like just talks Fruits Basket.
Oh, okay. So
Amino can be good for short videos, though most of the content on there is pretty low effort. That's kind of what I've heard, too.
well, yeah, and he's asking, and does Sonic Forces have good gameplay?
To me, Kasaibo, to me it does. I didn't have too many problems with the gameplay. I was actually able to cruise through it pretty quick, and I had a good time. I get some of the complaints that some people had with the gameplay, but I still overall enjoyed it, and I got crap for doing so. In fact, somebody tried to take down my video.
Oh, yes, I remember. They thought you were copyright.
No, they tried to copyright flag me.
Oh, yeah.
To which I fought back and immediately said, this guy does not work for Sega. This guy does not have any rights to be able to speak for Sega, so he should not be able to do this. And 24 hours later, my block was taken away. Amino is like an Instagram for nerds. Okay. Well, then maybe I'd enjoy it, but in a minor way. I don't know. Like, I'm starting to become the old fart about social media. Like, I try and find as many ways to get off of it as possible.
Well, we can go through the area with those big rat things and see where it takes us, because I don't know.
The depths wouldn't do it.
And I don't know where
But what I might need to do is backtrack a bit, and then I can get down there.
Well, do you even remember how to get there? Because
Not completely, but I think I can get there. Like, what I was trying to do is I was trying to find a warp point to that cave that we would go to when we wanted to fight against Four Kings.
Oh, yeah?
But unfortunately, the Four Kings warp point, you can't necessarily go back up.
Okay, because I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it just takes you to Frampt. Or, not Frampt, his brother. Oh, I can't remember his name, but...
Making content for Amino has made me...
more money than I get through YouTube, so I can't complain about that. You know what? I can't necessarily fault you for that either, because the bottom line is that YouTube is slowly becoming more of a place that
you can just play, you can just enjoy content, but you're not expecting money off of it.
Yeah, like if you want to do this as a hobby, then you can enjoy it, but. Here's the thing. You have to embrace the fact that you're not going to go anywhere other than that. It's actually one of those things where I have been kind of tempted to take these streams and go elsewhere. I know that a lot of the people that enjoy this content are on YouTube. And maybe I'll consider something like that later. I don't know if I'd go to Twitch, though. Twitch is like the default place you apparently have to go. But now that we have stuff like...
Didn't we try Twitch?
We did try Twitch.
Once.
But Twitch is becoming a little overpopulated. I would probably consider something like Mixer, or newer platforms like DLive, just to do something different. I'm not against appealing to a new community, but it's definitely, if you want to do this as like a full-time job, like say your favorite streamer, it's a lot harder to do that these days.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try a live stream an hour or so of Last of Us 2, and we'll see how crazy it's gonna be. I'm gonna be excited to see that.
Of course you are.
Yes, I will be.
I have a feeling it's gonna be like Andrea's just sitting here going, and I'll be like, just this game! We could try from Sif. Like, I haven't completely gone the way you go to get to Sif. Maybe that'd do it? I love it. This big old axe is very difficult to wield, but it one-shots everything.
It's like your boomstick. Oh, Last of Us 2, I want to play that.
I'm not looking forward to it. But that's just because the story heavily irritated me in Last of Us.
I would have, like I said, I would have to...
I haven't thrown my controller in years. I threw my controller after seeing the end of Last of Us.
Remember, like all games, when
in doubt, set everything on fire.
Oh, yeah, just
No,
like...
no, Rising Sun, you got that wrong. When all else fails, don't stand in the fire. That's the difference there.
Yeah, but that time when you were like, after we were done playing Resident Evil 7, you were like, I want to set this thing on fire.
I kind of did, yes.
Yes.
I kind of did, but you know what? I'm glad I didn't.
Well, I know you.
I'm glad I didn't.
I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have really done it, but you.
Oh heck no! I was strongly considering it.
You were?
Oh yes.
Yeah, but I think after that, you seemed to actually enjoy it. You know, after playing it through once.
Yes. But there was a point where I'm like, yes, I should totally do this.
Hey, J-Rock!
J-Rock! Yo! Dang it, I am totally...
I should play a fire mage so the fire gives me a buff.
Fire! Jiminy Christmas, I pulled way too many guys.
How are y'all doing? Well, we're all doing fine.
We're doing good. We had a little bit of a hiccup over the weekend, but we're back, thankfully.
Oh yeah, and I'm thankfully done with my very long week of work.
Yeah, you get like a whopping 4 days off.
Yay, I get 4 days off.
Okay, you want to see something really cool, Andrea?
Sure.
So, here's what you do. You bring him down here, and then you smack him off!
And they killed you!
But see, one of them fell off.
Yep.
So this is actually a really cool trick that I was taught early on with Dark Souls. If you go down to this area and you just grab them one at a time and bring them over to the stairs, jump off, and then you just smack them over the cliff, it's a really great way to get souls.
Oh, cool. I've been playing Link's Awakening. Well, how are you enjoying it, J-Rock? Is it fun? I remember playing it.
We technically haven't played it yet.
I know.
That's how committed we are to you guys. We have not played it yet.
Yep. I've only played the original version of Link's Awakening.
Yeah, we're looking forward to Saturday. Drak died. I can go now.
Oh.
Oh, Rising Sun!
Have a good night, everyone. Oh,
Rising Sun, at some point you and me need to have a talk about the reveals, because I'd be very much interested in what you thought of 825's reveals, and eventually like how that's going to play into BlizzCon. So keep that in mind. Like, I might want to just hop on Discord with you at some point and discuss it. I don't know if we'll do a live stream on it, but 825 had a lot of interesting reveals.
But you cannot leave us, Rising Sun.
Standing in fire gives you a haste buff in yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
It's awesome. I don't remember much from the original. I was about 9 when I played it 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like, Link's Awakening is far enough off that you could legitimately enjoy the heck out of it now, because you would be walking into something fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's probably, like, for you it's not that long, Andrew.
Well, yeah,
but for a
because
lot of
I
people,
was
Link's
really
Awakening
late
is
on
years
playing
ago.
some of these games. But I finally got
Excuse me.
But I finally got caught up, and now I'm on to Hyrule Warriors, and then I'm going to be in Breath of the Wild.
And she'll go full completionist and we'll never record it.
Yes, I am going to be fully completionist.
But we're not going to record it.
Dang it!
Well, I mean, Alex wants to go somewhat completionist in our playthrough. But we're not going to worry about things like Korok seeds or stuff like that. But he does want to do all the shrines.
No, I plan to do Majora's Mask completionist. But that depends on if I do some stuff off screen, but I will get it done.
Oh, I love it. I haven't touched Let's Go Pikachu since. Well, I'm glad you like it. Let's Go Pikachu. So does that mean, like, when Sword and Shield comes out, J-Rock, you are officially going to give up Let's Go Pikachu? I'm about to platinum Spider-Man as well. Oh, you know what? That's worth it. Spider-Man's a good game. At some point, that might be something that we could live stream as well. Spider-Man was an awesome game. Either that or that'll be a Drak Let Shadow thing. I've actually kind of held off on doing any DLC unless we make a call about maybe doing some kind of a series on Insomniac Spider-Man. There we go. Okay, so we took care of you.
Look at all those wonderful souls.
Not at all, but I haven't paid much attention to Sword and Shield. Oh, really? Okay, so you're not planning on getting Sword and Shield then? That would be interesting to me. Wow. You're like the first dude I have not been able to one-shot.
Oh, this, yeah, guy. Jeez, you'd almost be like one of those little mini bosses that's...
Kind of, yeah. He must have been a barbarian. Barbarians in Dark Souls are much stronger than I thought they were. See, that's what I meant. Like, the big cat things look like that.
Yeah. That'd be scary if it jumped at you.
I may get it. I'll have to check the trailer. Okay.
But it's probably, like, maybe not on your priority list at the moment, I'm sure.
I'm excited for Sword and Shield. It's the first ever Pokemon Gen that'll be out on a console, so I'm excited for it. Definitely getting Breath of the Wild 2. Yes. Yes, I'm excited for Breath of the Wild 2. I think many times we have shown absolute ecstaticness in that. Especially considering that it's going to be like legit dungeons, legit storyline. I'm very excited for Breath of the Wild 2.
So they're actually going to have legit dungeons?
Because I think we're walking into the same world.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, the world is built. Now they can flesh it out a little bit more. Okay, so that's how to get to Sif. I don't know if Sif is going to take us there, but let's find out. And the partial FF7 remake. I will admit I'm a little bit more excited for the FF7 remake than I have been in the past. But I'm also going to be very mad if they take out certain aspects of that remake. Just because it would upset people now.
That's
Sorry,
hard.
guys. Life is going to be upsetting sometimes. Oh, dude. Hornet ring.
I still find it very funny that some people are mad about the whole concept that they were going to do classic mode or something.
Oh, yeah. Classic mode in FF7. That was so dumb.
It's like...
Especially considering that now people have played that classic mode, it's basically the exact same combat mode, but it gives the illusion of turn-based combat. So it's not like you're completely abandoning the whole combat system. But no, people got mad about it.
There's no pleasing some people.
So much so that they wanted to there were petitions for Square Enix to stop working on it. It's all going to be on PS4 or just in Midgar. Is it all going to be on PS4? Yes, I think Sony has laid claim to it because of the fact that, you know, that was when where 7 released originally. I think it's all going to be there, but I wouldn't be surprised if 6 months to a year later it comes out on Xbox. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Switch, that might be a tougher sell. Just because I have a feeling that FF7 Remake is going to be a very big game, and I don't know if it's going to fit on Switch. Which means you'll have to stream the data via cloud. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's those guys. We completely looped around. I don't care about you. Oh, now I care about you. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and go this way. All right, well, we're back here.
What about going down that ladder? Where does that lead us to?
I think it just takes us down to the river area, but hold on.
Do you think it'll lead us to that bridge?
Actually, what I want to know is, like...
Are you crazy?
Oh my gosh, I almost made it, too!
Well, try that ladder. Maybe it'll get you to that bridge.
What do you think of Death Stranding? Still scratching my head on how the final product is going to be like.
Well, I think we were gonna try it out.
I'm still excited for it. It's a Hideo Kojima game, and usually those games turn out fairly well. I know that there's kind of a turnaround as well, so it could end up badly too. But I'm not as worried about it as other people are. I at least want to try it and see what they're trying to do with it, since this is the first time, like, Kojima is on his own. Like, he hasn't had Konami's backing, so I'm at least interested. But I will say this. That being said, I'm not watching the trailers anymore. They don't make sense to me. So I won't have to buy a PS5. I would also not be surprised, J-Rock, that they got a definitive edition on PS5. I would not be surprised by that either. But no, you'll be able to get it on PS4, and I wouldn't be surprised if 6 months to a year down the road, FF7 Remake makes its way to Xbox One, and probably even PC. if you want it on Switch, that's where I have the major question. I don't know if the Switch is going to be able to play a game like that. I think it has the potential, but unfortunately the way that they decided to stream some of that stuff via cloud. Seriously, Nintendo, just give me like a portable hard drive to the damn Switch already. Please just do that. I don't care about anything else. I'm sick and tired of having Nintendo consoles that are piss poor hard drives. Jeez.
Run! Oh.
Run away!
They could be like little broccoli.
Oh, son of a... Are you freaking kidding me?
They are not holding back.
No, they are not, and I keep getting eaten.
Maybe turn to your other weapon. Oh, your...
I will also say this. Death Stranding will be streamed. I'm very interested to take that on with with you guys. Like, because see, here's the thing. Kojima games in my family were usually played by me and my older brother. And my older brother is not sure if he he was very disappointed by Phantom Pain. So I don't know if he actually wants to try Death Stranding. He's like, the first ever Kojima game that we haven't played together. So I want to play with somebody. So maybe I'll just live stream it. And we all can be confused together.
Yep, all confused.
It's Kojima. We're all just a little confused all the time. Besides, who knows? Andrea might like it. I haven't heard her say no yet.
Laugh out loud. Yeah.
Okay. Crap, I can't even find the ladder anymore. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Yeah, we're probably close to it.
Yeah, here it is. So, go down here.
That'd be sad if we fell.
It really would, wouldn't it?
Other way.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, we gotta grab them.
Yay! I got my stuff back. I was kind of worried that we fell. I was not going to get it back.
Let's see what this leads us to.
We might be able to cross over. The other thing, too, that we are going to stream is the Kingdom Hearts Re-9 DLC.
Yeah.
That's going to happen. And I think that's like the only December thing we have to look forward to.
Pretty much.
Y'all like football by any chance? I did in the 80s and early 90s. I have not kept track of it since.
I'm not much of a football fan because I just...
Is your dad even?
I have...
I know he's a basketball fan.
Yeah, I don't know if he watches football. Because I don't even understand it very well to even follow up with it. But,
You never had to deal with the holy war on your neighborhood? You know what I... Oh, jeez.
Oh, gosh.
Oh. What is hitting me? Holy crap. Okay. That's what was happening. Dark Root Basin.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yes. Okay, we definitely can't go in that way.
Dang it, we lost the body. Unless...
80s? Man, I thought you were about 34. Sure, we'll go with that.
80s?
Kingdom Hearts 3 was amazing. Yes, it was, J-Rock. I don't know why it got a ton of crap.
Well, I thought you were about 34. Well, you were pretty close there.
Nope. Dude. Take the compliment. Take the compliment.
Okay. I'm not ashamed of my age right now.
85 Bears from Texas, though. Oh, okay. So you were a fan of Da Bars. I know the joke. Now I'm just kind of like, sport ball. Not in a bad way. It's like,
Who gave it crap?
what part?
I don't know. Yep, Kingdom Hearts 3 is amazing. I'm excited for the...
Oh, I think he's asking who gave Kingdom Hearts 3 crap. You definitely didn't follow anything on YouTube, J-Rock. Like, everybody who was ecstatic about Kingdom Hearts 3 turned on it, like, a couple of months later.
How do you know that was connected to that?
I think that's what he was talking about.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Because he just said Kingdom Hearts 3 it is.
Yeah, it was amazing then who gave it crap. Because
Oh.
I said that it was given a lot of crap. Yeah, what's funny is like a lot of the channels for YouTube that we watched when trailers would come out, they were huge on it. And then like about summer was when they all said, oh, no, we're worried about Kingdom Hearts. And then as soon as the game came out, they complained about everything.
Not to mention that one just decided to blame himself for the delay. Pretty much just like, what?
Let's see. Yeah, diehard fan, but the rule changing and things are making it hard to watch. Oh, for football? Are they changing rules? That I didn't know. They're changing rules? People that cleared Kingdom Hearts 3 in like 2 to 3 days complained about it. Yes, they did. And it was their fault because they were playing on easy mode.
Because some thought it's too easy, but you know what? Who cares?
But you were playing on easy mode! Play it on damn proud mode if you want to do that.
And yet...
I just played it and grinded. Yep, I'm getting the DLC. Can't wait to play as Roxas and Riku. Yeah, it's actually one of those things where I'm very happy we're going to have some more gameplay with Aqua. We're going to have gameplay with Roxas. I think we've even been teased that we're going to play as Axel, which would be the first time we've ever played as him.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
And hopefully maybe we'll get to play as Kyrie that everybody wanted. Oh my gosh. Ow!
Ow. Ow.
Yeah, usually I like to just grind, even, you know.
People just don't understand my viewpoint on grinding. It's zen-like. It just helps me relax at the end of the day.
And actually, you know, I started playing it for the first time, you know, myself, actually playing on proud mode on the first one. Because, you know, I haven't, like, played them, like,
okay, so I'm backing things up a bit because J-Rock has answered. Yeah, man, rules are ridiculous. You can't hit the quarterback. I could go on all day. Wow, you can't sack the quarterback? The fuck? Like, back when I was watching, that was a big deal when a QB got sacked. That's dumb.
What is that supposed to mean, like, sacked? Is it...
So there was a rule in football that, so the quarterback is usually the one that's like throwing the ball or things like that, and they're usually fairly light guys.
Yeah.
And so occasionally, if the defense played it right, they could jump over the line of the line of scrimmage, and sack the quarterback, which would be a QB sack.
Oh.
And if you did that, and here's why it was advantageous, is because the quarterback usually runs backwards, and you're supposed to be going forwards. So you could actually gain, if you QB sacked them, you could, instead of having a minimum of 10 yards to go before they got their next first down, you could get like 20 yards, 30 yards, or something like that, and make it even harder for them, for the other team.
You can't land on the quarterback or hit him hard.
Why not?
You have to sack.
It's football!
You have to sack without falling on him somehow.
It's football!
It's not touch football, apparently.
Jiminy Christmas.
Kingdom
Look,
Hearts-
I know the whole concussion thing is a big deal on the NFL right now, but you know, players kind of know what they're walking into. That's why they play football. Okay, sorry. I my football rant is over.
Yeah, and J-Rock is like, Kingdom Hearts 1 was so freaking hard.
Yeah. No, even I'll agree. Like, even on normal mode, it was hard.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because I'm trying it on proud mode, and, you know, because even when I was playing it on the PS2 a long time ago, I'd never actually done it on proud mode either. Because I'd never had time to actually play it more than at least once in my life, you know? So this is the first time. So.
Dang it. Have you seen Concussion with Will Smith? Yes, Kasaibo, I have. In fact, if you go to my other channel, Drak and Shadow, both me and Alex did a review on Concussion. My thoughts have kind of changed since then. I saw a couple of interviews that Will did after the fact, and I thought he got pretty pretentious. But I have seen it. I get the premise of what was happening in the NFL at that point.
Exactly, bro. They want teams to score 40 points every game through that.
Jeez, like... There was... I'm about to go like Jim Ross on everybody's ass. Like, there used to be a time when you would work hard for your sport ball.
I couldn't beat Kingdom Hearts 1 on Prowl mode, but have the others.
So J-Rock, have you done Kingdom Hearts 2 critical mode?
Wait, oh yeah, critical.
That was the other thing that pissed me off. They ragged on critical mode too. It's like it's not. It's first of all, it was not hard enough when they were literally data mining to get into it, and then when it actually hit, it was like it's too hard. It's too hard. Like this is amazing tonight. We're having like 3 conversations at once.
Oh, well, at least we have something to talk about.
Exactly. This is why I don't watch sports anymore.
Way too hard. No critical. Ha ha ha.
I have a confession. I have played on critical mode in Kingdom Hearts 2.
I haven't. So
I got to the Land of Dragons. And I quit. I'm like, fuck this game!
No, I cannot wait to actually try the Phantom on Proud mode. I'm gonna suck big time.
I'm gonna make sure I'm not in the house when she does it. Because I can only imagine how hard that sucker is.
I hated that's the only optional boss I hated playing Kingdom Hearts 1 wise. Because I hated it playing when I was.
Oh look, we're getting get gooded by Kasaibo. Get good, bro.
So that's why I love to grind, because I like to try and be as overpowered as possible.
Well, and I played Square Enix games for years, so like, it's not out of the question for me to go out and nuke myself up to level 99.
I tried, but failed.
Yeah, like I played critical mode up until Land of Dragons, and I'm like, at this game, I will play this on normal because like I can enjoy it. I can enjoy the story.
Dude,
I can make fun of Riku and Sora.
But when I was playing Birth by Sleep, even on normal mode, I had the worst time trying to beat frickin' Terra Xehanort, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, because Birth by Sleep has a critical mode, doesn't it? Or does it just have Proud?
I don't remember how many modes it has, but I'm like, dude, this guy's freaking hard. But then again, I was very inexperienced with the whole battling system, but now that I figured it out after playing through Ventus and Aqua, I'm like, dude, maybe now it would be a lot more easier.
And technically, the play order, I think, is you're supposed to play Terra first.
Yeah.
Play Terra first, then you play Ventus, and then you play Aqua. Because Aqua's the hard mode.
Yeah. But learning the whole battle, what is it called? Battle
okay,
shock?
J-Rock, you're going to have to clarify on this. I hated the Little Mermaid world. Are we talking 1, or are we talking that piece of crap in 2? I beat the newest God of War on the Give Me God of War mode. That was insanely hard. Yeah, look, and even I've played like Devil May Cry on Dante Must Die mode. Like, sometimes you're you're curious enough to try it once. And that's all you ever do.
Oh, just remember watching Markiplier playing on Resident Evil 7 Ethan Must Die or something.
Oh yeah, Ethan Must Die difficulty.
That was so hilarious. I'm like, man, I can imagine us not getting very far if we tried that mode.
Did you beat Sigrun? Is that the final boss, the secret boss that you can get in God of War, Kasaibo? I can't remember that Valkyrie's name.
Oh, and J-Rock's clarifying. It was Kingdom Hearts 2.
Kingdom Hearts 2. Oh, that was such a piece of crap.
That was funny.
I'm not a big Little Mermaid fan, but even I felt bad for the Little Mermaid after that. Dante Must Die, I beat on DMC2. The only ones I've ever done Dante Must Die are 3 and 4. And I've never beaten them. I got farther in 3 than I did in 4. And I'm tempted to try 5 and see how well I do on it, but I think I'd fail. See, here's the thing. I don't need to beat the game on hard mode. I really don't. I get my story and I'm fine with it, and then if I want to experiment later, I can. Most of the games I play on harder difficulties these days are like... Well, I mean, this is hard mode, so this would be one of them. Diablo, I play pretty hard, but...
Yeah, that took a lot of tries.
Which one?
I don't know. He was just saying, must have been Dante Must Die.
Oh, Dante Must Die. Yeah, Sigrun as the Valkyrie Queen. Game Breaker God defeats her on God of War just about every day on New Game Plus. Yeah, so like it's a bonus boss that you can unlock after you've played the story. I was gonna buy 5 the other night, but got Link's Awakening instead. 5 is really good though, J-Rock. I would recommend it to you. I really loved Devil May Cry 5.
Dang, that's nuts.
Let's see. Okay. We need to get to Darkroot Basin. So I'm trying to think of a way to get to that. Actually, you know what? I have a way. I don't know why I didn't think about this before, but we've had a way this entire time. Wasted over an hour, but that's all right. We've had like 4 different conversations since then, so it's all right. Yeah, I've seen Sigrun beat. I can't remember if I beat her or not.
Been a while, I'm sure.
Yeah, though it was God of War last year was one of those few games where I was encouraged to play past the ending and try and go unlock the Valkyrie Queen and go take her down. It doesn't really change anything with the ending, it's just additional stuff. I usually end at the end of a story, but that was one of those times where I was willing to do it because I was that invested. Which is funny because the other God of War games, like, it was like pulling teeth to get through. Because I never liked Kratos, and now I absolutely love him. I'm like, dude, you made me cry.
God of War was amazing.
Oh yeah, it absolutely was.
Yeah, we did a Let's Play of the first one.
Yeah, what he's talking about is the 2018 one.
Oh yeah.
Which is why, like, I've talked to you about this, but like, you want to burn through Kingdom Hearts games. Mm-hmm. I now want to burn through the God of War series because I want to show you the 2018.
Oh yeah. The graphics story battle system, in my opinion. Battle system.
Yeah, exactly. Story is, like, in a game, story matters to me above all else. If it's snazzy looking, that's great, but it's usually what we've come to expect in modern day games. But story is a very big deal to me. So much so that I've gotten into a lot of arguments online with my reviews because when I gave credit to a game that some people thought the story was dumb, I vigorously defend it. Because at that point, I think that some games did a really good job with their story and didn't get enough love for it. Yeah, I mean, I kind of rag on Kratos in that one, but, and that's going to be the way it is for a majority of the games. But, oh my gosh, Kratos in God of War 2018. Like, I have no problem admitting this. I cried a lot through that game. I no shame in it. I cried. Absolutely cried.
In God of War? Even more so than,
There were a couple of moments in God of War 2018 where I was downright blubbering. Because Kratos as a dad is freaking awesome. Why I love Zelda and Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy so much. Yeah, I've always been a big fan of story, and I always think the games are a very good storytelling medium.
Microsoft takes them.
Yeah, they've always had an issue with this. Although I have no evidence on this. You guys would have to tell me. I've been told that Gears no longer, like, Gears is a good story from Microsoft these days. I've never played them. I've never made my way through Halo, so I cannot comment on the story in that game.
That guy.
Doesn't matter, he's almost dead. I want to kill these guys and see if I can get it. Oh. We need to get dragon scales so that we can upgrade the Drake sword. Oh, like J-Rock, how many times did you tear up in that game? I teared up a lot.
Don't you love it when you...
And part of the reason I did was because I'd played the other God of War games. And I knew how much of a douche Kratos was. And that's what made that game much more powerful, in my opinion. That's why I want to nuke through those games, is I want to show you 2018 and the drastic changes they did with that character.
Oh, yeah.
And also, Christopher Judge is way better a voice for Kratos. Christopher Judge for life. And not just because I loved him in SG-1. A lot. Kratos was a dick. Yeah. He was. He was an absolute dick, and the game did not portray it otherwise. The game said Kratos was a dick. And you did all of his dickish actions, and then 2018 comes along, and he's immediately remorseful for a lot of that. Like, I don't want to spoil it, because I want you to see it.
Yeah.
But, Kratos' character takes a very drastic turn in 2018.
Oh, is that the newest one?
That's the newest one.
Did you get it?
I did.
And you just haven't...
I reviewed it. I loved it.
Indeed.
He did change, though. Yes, he did. He absolutely did change, and that's why it worked. I actually got into an argument with somebody online because it was like, no, showing characters change is dumb. Character development in games is stupid.
And yet...
I'm like...
And when you don't get that, I'm sure they complain about that too. So.
Oh yeah. Well, this guy, this kid, because that's the best way I know how to put it, is definitely... I never confirmed it, but he was definitely a Call of Duty fan. And look, you play Call of Duty because of that niche. You play it because of the multiplayer. You get a 4-hour story and you're fine with that. But I play games for a legit story. I have been for many, many years. Kratos in 2018 is like Vegeta in DBZ through Super. Absolutely, he is. Absolutely, he is. I would say Vegeta has a little bit more detail, but that's just because Kratos hasn't been fleshed out that much yet. Character development is so important to it. Yes. A character's art can sell a game. That's why in a lot of cases... So this is one of the things that gets me in trouble. Are you guys ready? Because I might offend people. I love Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. Fuck Advent Children. Fuck it. Right up its asshole. Because they wrecked a really good character arc in FF7 with Cloud. And basically made him go back years in development, back to about where Disc 2 was in 7, and just say, oh, none of that ever happened. None of that ever existed. And hence why we had to deal with the ongoing joke in Advent Children of dilly-dally, shilly-shally, is because, like, for some reason, Cloud had character development, but it went away.
Okay.
Yeah, so, like... That's always been my beef. That, and I'm kind of tired of Square Enix doing everything with Final Fantasy VII, but nothing else with any other Final Fantasy game. But, this is one of those things that I hope Remastered keeps in, is all of the development that they did with Cloud. And they don't renege on with Advent Children. And the reason that they did that, Andrea, was because of plot. The plot had to make sense that way. And it was dumb. Okay, I'm officially lost. I wish I knew where we had to go to get to this damn Hydra.
No spoilers, but Final Fantasy 15 Noct was the coolest.
Yeah, don't spoil it for me. I really want to get to that game.
In the next 20 or 30 years.
Shut up! It will happen before that. Shut up. I will make sure it does. Don't make me go squall voice on you. Okay?
Why, you need puppies?
I don't need puppies. I need to do my inner monologue voice. Nothing makes sense. I'm an emotional teenager. And I get flack for that voice too. It's like, Squall's a deeper character than that. No, not really. He's pretty straightforward. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Cloud was...
It took us an hour and a half, but we finally made it to the damn Hydra. All right.
Yeah.
Hail Hydra, everybody.
Yeah, Cloud was an asshole.
Yes, he was. He was in Advent Children. I know that the story was based around him, but he was so unflattering in that movie. And a lot of it was because I just sat there going, wait, he resolved a lot of these issues that you're trying to bring up in the game itself. Why is this a thing again? Like, the way 7 ended is that Cloud having Geostigma would not have bothered him as much as it did. But because they had to show that Geostigma was a threat, it had to be that way. Like, that's so dumb and emo, and why do we... Wow! Okay, the Hydra can kill these things. That's helpful. When you beat it, you have to do the Pitios ruins. I plan on doing everything with it. I plan on doing everything with 15. Even the DLC that is now incomplete. I plan on doing it. I'm very interested. I still want to beat World of Final Fantasy because that's a big nostalgia trip unto itself. Okay, I might need to concentrate a little bit on this guy because he's constantly hurling water. Wow, dude.
That thing is powerful, but
yes, it's very powerful, and we have to kill it. That's the thing. We have to kill it. So here's what you have to do.
What do you think was worse, Advent Children or Evolution?
DB Evolution. I don't even need to think about that. Because at least, oh, jeez. There it is. We have to kill every head. And no, this is not like Marvel's Hydra.
Okay. I'm like, are they going to sprout heads, too?
Cut off one head. 2 more take its place. Water bullets hurt.
Sure.
And what was the thing that you said earlier? Oh yeah, screw Square Enix, Square about their money. Yeah, it's one of those things that makes me really sad that 4 has gotten sequels. Most of the games have gotten, the popular games have gotten sequels. 6 hasn't. And 6 is probably the one that a lot of people will be wanting. Like, you need to do a sequel for 6, and it's never happened.
I cried because it was so horrible.
You cried at Evolution or Advent?
There's a head. Oh, wait.
Oh, there's a head over there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Two swipes of this axe, and
6 needs 1. I agree.
Yes. Before 7 gets anything else, can we please give some love to 6? 4's gotten that love, so I'm okay with it. And then maybe at some point do something for 9. I really love something done for.
Maybe you're too far.
Yeah.
Up a little bit.
Okay, I had none near me. least. I have to wait for them to actually attack.
Evolution sucked.
Oh, it was horrible. Okay, here's the most disappointing thing about Dragon Ball Evolution. It wrecked James Marsters' career. Like, he's done nothing since then, and he was a good actor. But because he played frickin' Piccolo in that movie, it just wrecked his career. I think he's done some voiceover since then, but that's a guy who should be on screen. He's really good. I've loved him since Spike and Buffy. Yeah, I think our youngest is awake again. 9 has a remaster on PS3. Yeah, it does have a remaster, but it's never gotten a sequel, and that game is open-ended to a sequel. Oh, cool. Did I kill it? I did. That storyline, though, the hell are they saying? For Evolution? Oh, jeez. So freaking dumb. I remember seeing interviews for Evolution on, like, oh yeah, we have total love for the Dragon Ball franchise. Really? You couldn't tell from that movie. This gets me in trouble. I enjoy Speed Racer more than Dragon Ball Evolution, and all of my friends hate it because it's, you know, gave them headaches. 9's final boss didn't make sense to me. 9's final boss. Was it Kuja? No. No, it was something else. Because you fought Kuja and Trance, and then I think it goes to another one. It's been a while since I played 9. Alright, we go over here. And this apparently gives us access to the DLC area. After we do a little bit of a quest. Yeah, and actually, now that I think about it, that storyline, though, what the hell were they smoking? You could say that about Advent Children as well, in a weird way. I mean, if you have the unedited... Crap, there's supposed to be something here. Huh. Okay, I'll double check, but... I could have sworn there was supposed to be like a golden crystal golem here or something like that. I never finished 13, any of them. Didn't like the battle system, but all my friends say it was great. Okay. You're not wrong, J-Rock. The combat system, I kind of enjoyed. It could have been worse. I've played worse control schemes than that. But I can get the complaints there. But yes, the story was actually worth it. I haven't played Lightning Returns, but 13.2, I'm not quite on board with that. I don't think it was the greatest thing that could have come out. But I've been told that Lightning Returns fixed that. Advent Children was out of yes, it absolutely was. It was so weird in its story. And again, if you get the Advent Children complete, it makes a bit more sense, but in a weird way as to, like, the kid Denzel was supposed to be the main character of this whole thing. And it just feels like, after you watch that complete version, that Cloud and the crew were just kind of shoehorned in, if that makes sense. They didn't really make sense to the plot. Well, the first one I only got the Shiva and couldn't do some stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, jeez, those summon trials were stupid. Like, I'll agree with everybody on that. Those things were stupid. especially like Shiva's was hard, but I would also say Hecatoncheires that Vanille gets. Oh, that was a pain in the butt too. What is here? I thought I went the right way. Okay, we killed the Hydra, Andrea, but we're missing something.
Oh, that's good that you killed it.
I killed it, but... So you go down this way, and there's supposed to be like a golden crystal golem, and that's... I don't know. Do me a favor, hon.
Okay.
Do a quick check on like how to access DLC for Dark Souls. Because maybe I'm missing something here. I know we've got to go back to the Duke's archives at some point, but I thought we had to come in here first. But no, again, I like 13's plot. In fact, I really do think a lot of people that I've met in this current generation need to play Final Fantasy 13 because it teaches a wonderful lesson about something called accountability. If you want more details on that, maybe I'll go into that later. But yeah, I love 13 story.
How to access DLC Artoris?
Yes, that's the one. Or how to access DLC.
Well, that's... Let's see. It's talking about
Artorias is one of the bosses. So check that and see what we have to do.
Go to Darkroot Basin. Beyond the waterfall will be a cave with a golden golem. Go to the Duke's archives, head up the elevator, and kill the crystal golem for a broken pennant.
Go through the waterfall?
Beyond the waterfall will be a cave.
So... this way? This thing said here.
Here!
Be wary of elation. Yeah, we're supposed to fight a gold crystal golem, right? Is that what they were saying? And then you have to go back to the Duke's archives?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I did, and there's no gold crystal golem. But then again, they say you have to go through the waterfall.
It doesn't say go through it. It says be past it or beyond it.
Yeah, so I did go the right direction. So I went there, but the gold crystal golem isn't showing up. I plan on playing it? Yes. Very good, J-Rock. You will not be disappointed, I don't think. It would be nice if they had a remaster of FF13. Yeah, a little bit. If they wanted to like put the entire trilogy on one disc, that would be helpful too. Man, I got this new phone and notification for YouTube and Twitter aren't working. Welcome to new phones. I haven't gotten notifications to work for a long time on my phone. But then again, it's an iPhone. I'm looking to drop it. The only reason I have an iPhone was because the social media apps were better on it. And now I'm looking to ditch social media. Like, maybe I'll go back to Android.
What's a place the Lord vessel?
We already did that.
Okay. I was like, what the heck?
Because you place the Lord vessel to get access to Nito, Seath, and Witch of Isolith.
Okay.
Or Bed of Chaos.
Beyond the waterfall will be a cave.
Yeah, this is where the cave is. And in this very back here, there's supposed to be a golden crystal golem, but it's not here. So I'm wondering if we have to go to the Duke's archives first. I got a new phone as well, and Discord, Twitch notifications don't really work. Yeah. And that Discord I actually use on my phone. I haven't used the Twitch app ever since the Roku app didn't work out. Because if I'm going to watch a live stream, I'd rather do it on a couch. And I couldn't get the Twitch app to work on Roku, so... Never happened.
Let me see.
Or maybe, like, how to access DLC Gold, Crystal, Gold. Maybe that'd help, too. Yes, I know, I'm awesome. I don't know, maybe I'll make my way to a bonfire and then we'll head back to the sometimes. I killed the Hydra, though. Why is crap not working? I wanted to see if we can at least get one DLC boss down tonight. From what I've been told, the DLC bosses are a lot harder.
Wait a second.
What?
It looked like... Did it look like it was applying something?
What was applying what?
Like this person was I thought it looked like someone was applying a ring or something, or... Either...
If they did, I don't know what it is. Let's see. Do I have any new... I think I got given a ring. From the...
Rusted iron ring?
Rusted iron ring.
Because it looked like it that popped up in that golden golem, whatchamacallit, golem.
I don't have it. Where do you get it?
Was
this was the thing that I got from the Hydra, the Dusk Crown ring. Grants extra magic castings, but halves HP. Ooh. I don't like that, actually. You suck! In fact, one of the things, I'm going to bring this up again because I want to get people's opinion on it. Me and Andrea actually have talked about doing a third streaming day, and that being completely devoted to RPG stuff. So, like, stuff that would be a little bit more grindy in content. And one of the proposed ideas we were thinking about doing, since I'm doing the Final Fantasy games as a Let's Play on the channel, we were thinking that it might be a good idea to do Final Fantasy, but do like the remastered versions or different versions of the games to play on there. Let us know what you guys think of that, because that actually might be fun, I think.
Is that the same waterfall? Because we didn't see the golem.
Beyond the waterfall, there will be a cave with a golden golem. Yeah, it's that same waterfall. But for some reason, the golden golem... Did you find where the rusted iron ring was?
Well, I don't even know if that was, because it looked like the person quit and then re-entered or something, but...
Oh, maybe?
That would be great. The question is how would we schedule
I mean,
that?
like, for 15, I don't know if we'd go into, like, the Pocket Edition. Pocket Edition looks really weird. But, like, FF8 Remastered... FF9 remastered on PS4 and Switch. 6 has never truly been remastered, so we probably just play another version of it. To get access to Dark Souls DLC Arturius of the Abyss, you will need to have first killed the Hydra in Darkroot Basin and placed the Lord Vessel, which you can do after completing Anor Londo, which I've technically done both of those.
Then I wonder what we're missing then.
Well, you did see the whole thing about reloading, so maybe I'll go back down there and reload and see what happens. Maybe if I reload, then I will register.
Go in the cave behind the Hydra
Yes.
and kill the gold.
And the golem gives us a pendant that we have to go back to the Duke's archives. That's why I'm really confused. Like, the golden crystal golem should be there. But basically what I'd also do with that is not only would we do the Final Fantasy games, but we've been getting a lot of pressure to do games like Persona and do other grindy type games along those lines. I think Danganronpa has been brought up as well. And we would do that on those nights because it'd be a grindier night and we could just sit back and grind and talk with you guys. But I don't want to bore the crap out of you. That's why I cut the stuff out of the Final Fantasy Let's Plays because it doesn't really have a reason to be there. But if you guys would like to see that, then we can work out a third day. It might have to change from week to week, given Andrea's current schedule, but we might be able to make it work. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to quit the game. We're going to restart it. I'd be up to watch play Persona 5. If we were going to do it, I'd probably do Persona 5 Royal. Is there a because from what I've been told, Persona 5 Royal is the game but added stuff. So if that's not the case, then let me know in the chat. I'd be up to watch anything. Cool. People like watching us, Andrea. I'm so happy about that. I've been told to get Persona 5 by like 30 people. Yeah, I have been too, but I'm like one of those OCD people that I probably would want to go play the other games first, just because I don't want to miss stuff. Even just tiny details, it bugs the crap out of me to miss it. There it is. Okay, now it's working.
Well, that's weird how it didn't show up before.
This game has a lot of glitches like that. A lot of glitches like that. But I think we're getting a consensus here, Andrea. We might have to work that third day out. Oh, and another one I want to do is World of Final Fantasy. I really want to beat that because there's lots of references to other games, including, and I haven't seen it officially yet for those who are asking, there is a reference to one of my favorite games of all time in World of Final Fantasy, and that would be Xenogears. I would really love to see that Xenogears reference. Okay, so here's what we do. We talk to her.
So, it is thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulasil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long, so before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulasil, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
Yes.
My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Okay, and what do we need to do in the Duke's archives? I can't remember. Can you look it up?
Okay.
Okay, so from here we need to do a... Royal is the extended version. I got told that today after I finally started playing regular Persona 5. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought it was. It was like a, it was an extended version. Last Reflection was live streaming Xenosaga. I'll tell you the one reason I haven't considered doing Xenosaga. And this might be selfish, but I kind of hope it's true. There has been a lot of talk that Bandai Namco is considering remastering the Xenosaga trilogy and moving it to PS4 or PS5. And if they do that, I don't want to take out my PS2 copies. Just because my PS2 is... it's pretty much on its last legs. But if they did that, that would be amazing. Same thing with Onimusha. I would really love to see that get remade. or remastered for PS4 or PS5.
Let's see. Go to the Duke's archives, head up the elevator, and kill the crystal golem for a broken pendant.
Okay, so this wasn't it. I think you gotta go. Jeez, really?
And
I got smacked.
And Jiro says the same thing too. Yep.
Yep, there you go. Okay, so we'll take care of that really quick. Which means we have to go kill the piggies again.
Go kill the piggies.
Go kill the piggies.
They're not piggies, they're rats.
Why does this game have so many bats? So a lot of people have already been asking after Xenogears if Drak and Shadow will be doing Xenosaga. The main thing that I want to do is I want to see if Xenosaga gets remastered. If it does, then I will play that. If it doesn't, fine. I'll play the PS2 versions. I'm just looking to take some of the pressure off of my PS2. My PS2 is old and it's about to die. And I definitely could... I think streaming on a PS2 would be very hard.
Man, there would be times I wish some of those good old PS2 games can find its way to the PS.
A lot of them do. But then, like, some of the rare gems don't.
I know, it's really sad.
And actually, so speaking of Xenosaga, another game that I've thought about doing for the channel is Xenoblade. Like, doing a stream of Xenoblade Chronicles. Because I've never played those games. And I'm a Xeno fan. That might be fun, too, and Brinton would finally get off my back. He's like, you haven't played those things? You need to play them! I know, man. I need to play a lot of games. Let's see. Oh, crap, where's the lever? There's a lever. Oh, there it is. It's just hiding. I'm so invested in these 4 conversations that we're all having that I'm losing track. Right, the game, forgot.
I know, there are some games I'm like, oh.
But it looks like we pretty much have the approval on. We can have the grindier nights. We just have to figure out a day when. So that ought to make you happy. Because who knows? Maybe what we can also do is if we run out of stuff to play, we can then go back to like Kingdom Hearts 1 and do Proud Mode or something.
Oh yeah. See how much we can knock on.
Well, because I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of requests. So, like, I'm saying after we take care of said requests.
Oh yeah. Try critical mode on Kingdom Hearts 3.
Heck no. Do I look like I have a death wish?
Maybe Rising Sun will laugh at all the fail.
Oh, you'll laugh at all the fail. And you'll be helping. Let's not beat around the bush here. You're going to be laughing your butt off at all the failure we'll have.
I'm sure.
It'll be a death fest. Ooh, cool. I backstab you. I'm sorry, I backstab you.
Is that the crystal golem we have to kill?
I think so. Jeez. If I could take care of all these freaking zombies first.
It's like we're not zombies, we're just Icemen.
There we go. Because another one that's been brought up too is like, I have a lot there. But one of them is Dragon Quest. Because like I started doing like little reviews for Dragon Quest. Cool, we got the broken pendant. Ow! So Dragon Quest might be a thing. But basically, if we did this third streaming night, it would be an RPG night. So I'm not technically ruling anything out. We could do Mass Effect. We could do Dragon Age. Lots of that stuff. Except Elder Scrolls. Because F Elder Scrolls. I've tried Elder Scrolls, man. I can't get into it. It's too open-ended for me.
You would like, I want it to end.
That's not... No. My problem is that there's not enough of a plot to kind of lead you. Jiro, you're a freaking genius.
Head back to where you freed Dusk of... Where, in Dark Root Basin.
Okay. So, Warp. Undead Parish. So, Jiro suggested Parasite Eve. That would be a fun one, but we might have other plans for Parasite Eve. Because I think we want to get Alex in that one. Because I think he's interested. To bring Andrea up to speed, so like, have you ever want to see Resident Evil, but it's an RPG?
I guess.
That's Parasite Eve. It came out during the height of Resident Evil, and it was based on RPG mechanics. But it's got an equally freaky story, one that I think you would appreciate too. It's funny, most of the time when I'm recommending new stuff, it's like horror games now for Andrea. Andrea just likes getting scared, I guess.
Some kind of get interesting.
We still get requests of like doing horror games on stream. And it's getting into October just in time.
Yep.
Ah, damn it.
Too bad. Well, you know what? Too bad the new Resident Evil game wasn't coming out around that time.
You mean Project Resistance?
Yes.
Well, that's a multiplayer game.
I know.
So, and the downside is that it's multiplayer in the fact of it's online multiplayer. So it's not like you could be holding another controller.
Yeah, I know.
Because we need a completely separate PS4.
Well, I probably wouldn't plan on playing it really, but.
Oh, and that's actually another. There are so many good like horror-based games we could play in October.
Would you play as Mr. X or would you play one of the?
It's random, but I wouldn't mind doing either.
You'd be like, I'm gonna get trolled, and someone's gonna.
Oh, I would troll people. I would troll people in Project Resistance. I have no buts about that. I'd troll the heck out of it. And I'd enjoy every stinking minute.
And then they'll troll you, and then you'll be like, why?
I think that's what everybody wants to do if they play as not Mr. X, but as the mastermind. They all just want to like put liquors behind everybody and
True.
Yeah. That'll be a very interesting game to see how they play that out.
Ever play Extermination for PS?
I've never heard of it. If you want to give me a rough synopsis, Jiro, I'd be happy to hear it. Even like the PS2 has a big enough library that I haven't heard of everything. For crying out loud, I didn't hear about Golden Sun until the DS was
Why
out.
don't you turn around and kill it?
Because you don't want to fight him. I don't need the water. It's icky. I'm out. Guys, got work early. It was fun to see y'all next time.
Oh, yeah, well...
Great to see you, J-Rock. We hope to see you soon. And it's not like we totally don't understand. I mean, Extinction.
Oh.
I haven't heard of it. So, yeah, tell me what it's about, Jiro. We'll look into it. Dude, for a horror game, like, I can already think of a dozen franchises. Like, Silent Hill would probably get recommended to us. Playing a Resident Evil game on stream. Playing Dead Space on stream. Playing The Evil Within on stream. There's lots of horror games we could get into. And I think it was Forlorn Hope that made the recommendation of, I think it's Fatal Frame? I think that's what it's called. All right, so this actually accesses the DLC area, Ulasil. Are those supposed to be eyes in the hand? I think we just officially went into Cthulhu world. It's about a virus outbreak at an Antarctica base turns people into basically zombies, infected people. I've never heard of it, so I'd look into it.
Maybe you can find a Let's Play on YouTube and check it out.
Yeah, probably.
Because
Let's Plays are everywhere. I'm not wrong. Like, there's a Let's Play for pretty much everything. Oh, another one that we could also do on an RPG night, Andrea, if you think about it. There was a while back you were saying you wanted to play the Paper Mario games. We could do that
yeah.
too. The MC is there to contain the virus. All right. Oh, you mean in Project Resistance? Yeah. It's supposed to... The goal of the mastermind is to kill everybody, so that the virus is contained. Oh. Have I kindled it enough? Okay, I guess I have. Alright, so we are officially in Ulasil, and I think we can teleport here from there on in. And unfortunately, we don't have that much time to work with. Let's explore at least a little bit. What was the other zombie game that got recommended to us too? I think it was called Dying Light. Okay. Try tail. Try master. Lightning ahead. Okay. So, I think this is actually our first boss, Andrea.
Okay.
Yes, the Sanctuary Guardian. Well, that looks like something straight out of Final Fantasy. I'm not even gonna lie. Dude, that is super aggro.
Wow, that's big.
That is aggro. That's on like a whole other freaking level. This guy is mad at me. I didn't even call his mommy anything. We definitely need faster weapons in this area. Okay. Well, now that we know what we're dealing with, I will swap back out to the frickin' Drake sword. And then we'll give this another try. I love you, Dragon King Great Axe, but we need something a little bit lighter. Let's see. Now, this thing does lightning damage, so I don't think lightning damage is going to help. Yeah, let's go with the Drake sword. Okay. Basic Biscuit would be so proud of us tonight. We are officially doing the DLC. You must have poked him in the sphincter. Ah! Yes, we totally did. And he deserved it, Shiro. Don't get that wrong. He deserved it. He knows what he did. Oh, another horror game we can play, Legacy of Kain. Because that's an awesome series. Why has that not been remastered? Oh, wait, because they were working on Tomb Raider. I can't hold that against them. Yeah, we need faster weapons for this. Oh, you hate me. Yeah, I'm guaranteeing you the lightning spear does nothing to this guy. I poke you in the butt.
Hit him.
Alright, we're having some progress here. And this is just the first DLC boss. I've heard most of them are pretty aggressive. Specifically like Knight Artorias is. Oh, I hit your... That's what this thing is. It's a giant manticore. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, it does.
Part lion, part scorpion, part goat. I don't know. Sometimes manticores are given snake parts instead of scorpion. Like Final Fantasy manticores are. They like get given snake parts. Holy moly. I am very... Oh, jeez. Ow! Jiminy Christmas, this guy hates me! This guy massively hates me. I do a lot of things right now, but he's very much in my face. Oh! I'm surprised that I absorbed that with my shield. Oh, man. Oh! Well. That was fun. Damn it! Every time I think I've got this pattern down, this thing changes it. Okay. Ow. Ow. Oh, and that's death. Yeah, I did a nasty poke to him. I'm gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more shot because I think I've got this guy down. But after that, we're gonna have to call it.
Yeah.
Because it's already stupid late, and I don't want to keep everybody up. I think that's gonna be the change with the DLC, Andrea, is that everything is gonna be super aggro towards all of us.
Pretty much.
I mean, I've already seen the complex fight that is Artorias and the end one, which is Manus. All of which are... And one of them I definitely want to take out because it's got a two-handed sword that can drop. That looked really cool. I'd like to swap that out for my axe. Okay, yeah, this guy's got like a 2 or like a 4-hit attack. Oh, boy. Okay, well. You're just a mad little boy, aren't you? Oh, instant. You cannot be caught in that at all. It destroys your stamina. Ow. Well, I return the favor.
Jeez.
Dang it! This guy hates me!
You accept that already.
Oh. Thank goodness for having Physics Engine. Yeah, I probably do. See what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
If I had my shield up, it would just nuke my... Oh, hi. I can't see him now. I lost my auto lock. Alright.
Ow.
I don't think a back one is going to help with that one.
No.
I think you just gotta... Jeez. Okay. Oh, jeez. I was a dick to him, and he officially took it out on me. Ow! Jeez, man. This guy hates me. I've done like a quarter of its health. I've done like a quarter of its health, and I've nuked out most of my Estus flasks.
Jeez.
I'm almost tempted just to try the lightning spear and see what the hell happens. Oh, it is significantly less damage. Yes, he does. He doesn't mess around when he's actually looking to hit you.
Stupid wings.
Thought the wings would be in the hitbox. Apparently not.
It's like you have to shield some of the blocks. Just to stay.
Yeah. But it's hard to tell like what attack is going to nuke out my stamina bar. And that's dead. No. We got him to half health. That's the irritating part. And I almost don't want to give up because I think we're going to lose the souls and the humanities that he has. One more shot. If we can't down him, then we'll have to deal with it. But it's really frustrating because I know I've got this guy. Oh. This is the added advantage of being able to archive all of our episodes, that if you have to go to bed, Zero, specifically, then you can watch later and see whether or not we won. It's not like it would hurt our feelings. We understand that people have to work the next day. Alright, back up here, and Sanctuary Guardian, round 3. I wonder if, since this thing has a tail, is it possible that you could get a weapon from this guy?
I don't know.
A lot of creatures with tails in this game will give you...
like some of those attacks.
The problem is when he gets relentless. Because he will waste my stamina bar.
Yeah, but we can't move.
Okay. He rams me too. I just run out of stamina way too quick. Come on. I can also dodge that 4-in-1. Alright. Come on, buddy.
I would say you should have healed while you had that.
Oh, dude! Poisoned! Okay, don't deal with that guy. Don't stick to his rear. Good to know, I guess.
I say healed now.
Agreed. Oh, we stunned him. Well, that's good. Jeez. Oh my gosh. I just barely looked at his health bar. I shouldn't have done that.
And now you could be like,
Oh my gosh. We could
Don't worry.
actually kill him tonight.
don't worry, I will tell you.
It's when he does those big 4-string combos. That's when it gets hard.
Almost there. Heal.
Because I knew I was going to have another one of those big lightning balls coming at me. Yep. Oh my gosh.
One more sliver of health.
I saw it. Ow! No! No! Well, we lost those souls anyway.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
a little too close.
We got so good there. We almost killed it, and then it one-shot me for like 3/4 of my health bar. Okay, so when we come, because we gotta call it tonight anyway. When we come back, we will continue on into Dark Souls, into the DLC content. But once again, a reminder for those who are watching this the next day, we are going to be streaming on Saturday. But actually, now that I think about it, are we going to stream on Saturday? Because we got a trip.
Oh yeah, that's right. Unless you want to stream Friday.
We couldn't do Friday either.
Oh, I thought you were calling off the stream. Oh yeah, you're doing that thing.
Yeah, we got another thing going on.
Thursday?
We could do Thursday for like, do we want to do Thursday for like 3 hours?
Well, it's not like I have to get up early.
Well, that would be tomorrow night.
True.
Do we have anything going on tomorrow? We'll figure this out, people, but
We'll let you know.
when we come back, we will be doing Link's Awakening first, and then we'll take on Contra Rogue Core, and then we'll get back to our regular schedule. Until then, thank you guys so much for joining us. We had fun with like the 4 or 5 conversations we were having, and it was really great to see you guys, especially after the hiatus we kind of created.
More
Once
like
again,
you did.
my bad. Shut up. I know I did it. But yeah, we will be back next time. Until then, have a good night, and we'll see you then.
Good night.